Imagine for a moment that you are walking through the cobblestone streets of Philadelphia in 1770. You reach into your pocket, and instead of the familiar green bill, you pull out a heavy, cold gold coin with the face of King George. It feels logical, doesn't it? America was a British child, born of British blood and tea. The pound sterling should have been its destiny. But something went wrong. A silent divorce happened long before the first shot was fired. Was it just a series of happy accidents, a roll of the cosmic dice? Or did the founding fathers stumble upon a secret so powerful it could topple a monarchy? Today, we take the dollar for granted, but its birth was a calculated ghost story, a name chosen to haunt the King of England forever.
To find the soul of the dollar, we must descend into the freezing darkness of the Bohemian mountains. 500 years ago, in a town called Joachimsthal, miners struck a vein of silver so pure it shimmered like fallen stars. They hammered this silver into heavy coins. The name was a mouthful, Joachimsthalers, so the world simplified it to thalers. This word became a wanderer, a linguistic ghost drifting through the ports of Europe. The Dutch called it duller, and by the time it reached the ears of William Shakespeare, it was the dollar. It was the ultimate rebel currency. It belonged to no king and was sworn to no empire. It was the coin of merchants, pirates, and dreamers, a name without a home, waiting for a new world to claim it.
While the dollar was wandering the seas, the American colonies were starving, not for food, but for silver. King George, sitting in his velvet chair in London, made a fatal, arrogant mistake. He refused to send official British coins to the New World. He wanted to keep his subjects weak, tethered to British debt like dogs on a leash. But the colonists were resourceful. In the smoky taverns of Boston, they began trading in secret. They used the heavy, clinking Spanish silver pesos brought in by Caribbean traders. Because these coins felt exactly like the old Bohemian thalers, the Americans gave them a familiar nickname, dollars. The king thought he was starving a rebellion, but he was actually forcing a new financial superpower to be born in the shadows of the Spanish trade routes.
When the smoke of the revolution finally cleared, the founding fathers faced a nightmare of numbers. The old British system was a labyrinth of shillings and pence, designed to keep the common man confused. Thomas Jefferson, a man who loved the cold beauty of logic, saw his chance for a final strike. He looked at the Spanish dollars already in the hands of every farmer and sailor, and he saw a weapon of independence. He threw away the British chaos and proposed a clean decimal system, 100 cents to $1. It was elegant, it was simple. It was the first time in history a nation built its money on reason instead of royal decree. By choosing the pirate's coin, Jefferson ensured that the American economy would run at the speed of thought, leaving the old world's complications in the dust.
Next time you hold a dollar bill, look closely. You aren't just holding paper. You are holding a fragment of a 500-year-old rebellion. From the dark mines of Bohemia to the defiant halls of Philadelphia, the dollar was never just money. It was a strategy. It was the silent victory of efficiency over tradition and logic over power. The titans of industry, Ford, Rockefeller, Morgan, built their worlds on this foundation of independence. They understood that to win the game, you must first define the rules. Success isn't found in following the old path. It's found in the courage to name your own currency. If you're ready to decode the hidden architecture of history and power, join us. Subscribe to Success Chronicles. Power, money, and history. This is where your journey begins.